Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Thursday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We have a lot to discuss today. The world is still going crazy, and so am I. I think I was crazy before the world went crazy, or maybe the world's always been crazy, and I've always been crazy. Something to think about today. Guys, we have a lot. Apparently, Iran is using crypto as a payment method for the Strait of Hormuz. We're going to talk about that one. Man, sorry guys, a little fly just flew in front of me. We have a lot going on. We have Morgan Stanley's Bitcoin ETF that they put out yesterday that just went through the roof. Dubai news, South Korea news, what other country? I think that's it. We have Canary Capital putting out a Pepe ETF. We have coins to watch. The White House, our Treasury Secretary is yapping about the Clarity Act. I have so many things to say on that. We'll get there. We also have coins to watch and Blockchain Academy brought to you by Uphold, guys. We're going to be talking about the difference between a coin and a token today. I feel like people need to lock in on that. They need to lock in on that. So if you guys are ready for the zest, the news, the education, make sure to smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and a subscriber goal. Oh, wow, we have 25,269. Let's get one more. Let's get 25,270. I know we'll probably get more than one today, but you know what? We'll remain simple. Twiz is over there on TikTok giving me a little gift. Thank you very much. Appreciate ya. Guys, hi. Nice to see you. Welcome. Let me say good morning to you as you say good morning to me, and check out our 3 lovely sponsors, including Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off, and then go up to the moon with Uphold, and you're going to upgrade your knowledge today with Blockchain Academy. Also, if you guys heard the boop, 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 boop in the background, it's because I did preheat my oven because I forgot to show you my bagel. I got bagels yesterday. I forgot to rip and dip with you guys, so we're gonna do that today. So please remind me, like before coins to watch, to throw this bagel in the freaking oven because I never remember. Okay, let's say good morning to everyone. Say good morning to me so I can say good morning to you. If you're on TikTok, please go to YouTube because I miss people on TikTok and then they get mad at me, but I can't see it. It's 2 itty bitties over there. Let's say good morning to everyone. I was made for loving you. Silver Days, good morning. Flat Earth, we got Mike Volmer, Jesse, Jim, our Belgian bestie, Mama Shadow, I see right there. We got Fitz. We got Verhoofdy Floof, nice to see you. Pieces on every platform, thank you to Black Hat. We got Paco, said gas is too high, I'm taking my horse to Vegas. That was good. I really like that one. That was good. Oh my gosh, so freaking funny. Eddie Kane, good morning. Mark Smithson is here. We got Curtis Hill, Rob C. Back up, we got Ray K, good morning. Flat Smack. Yukio is on X with Mike Mazzone. We got Ian F, good morning. Who else? We got John White, Mike Altman with all his hearts. I love that. Alex Collingborn is here. Nice to see you. Flat Smack said, fiat not accepted. I agree. Who else is here? Dub Club. Hello, WW. Who else is here? Oregon Grown 67. Oh, the Gen Z would love that. The Mr. Bogski. Good morning. Nice to see you. Who else? We got Triple Nickel Tech. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning. Gio. I gotta collect myself. Poe, good morning. Everyone, good morning. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it just to get it over with. We're gonna get it over with. Hi, Gio. Welcome to the podcast. It's nice to see you. Guys, Gio is such an experienced trader. You should definitely maybe look at his channel or something. Anyway, TJM, nice to see you. Welcome. All right, everyone. Justin Eubanks. Hi. Oh my gosh, Justin. Where have you been? Avo, Paul Collins have been watching for a while and have not said anything. Why, hello. Rain of love. Rain of love. Everyone say hello to Paul. Paul needs love. Say good morning to Paul. He doesn't say anything, but now I'm gonna encourage him to say all the things. All right, let's get into the recap because I'm just gonna lock in. I'm not focusing on any distractions in the chat. Do you guys like the navy blue? Is this blue a vibe for you guys? Do you guys like it? Put a one or yes emoji, two or no emoji. Hello, Zach. Hello, everybody. Pepe. There's actually some Pepe news. Stick around. There's Pepe news today. Market recap. Guys, we got Siren blaring up 23%. We are red for the rest of the market. Sound the alarm for the rest of the market. Guys, I feel like I'm feisty today. I'm feeling feist. Let's go into Bitcoin price, guys. We got $70,000 Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin is simply ranging right now. She is locked in on doing nothing. We are at the same price for basically 2 months. Yep, 2 months. It's been it. Now, guys, why is everyone asking to marry me? This is crazy. I'm getting too many marriage requests. Guys, let's chill. We got Bitcoin down about 0.5%, rejecting that 72, which I don't know why. What's the big deal about 72K, guys? Maybe some experienced traders in the chat would bother to give an opinion, would they? Would they? Experienced traders, if you deem yourself qualified, can we go ahead and explain why 72K keeps getting rejected? I want to know. But my hypothesis was that we break out of 69K, we conquer all of this, and then we run into the 200-day SMA. Like, we literally just collide with it. And that's what I want. Test the 200-day SMA, close above it for about a week. That makes me feel better on the inside. We do have a green dot that did play out on Market Cipher back here on April 4th, 5 days ago. That's been really nice, to be honest. We're maintaining that momentum. However, the money flow is flattening out. We are still green. We'll take what we can get. However, that VWAP, I don't like when the VWAP goes down. This is negative curvature. We like positive curvature. And then we have the RSI, which is still somewhat bullish. I'm liking this, to be honest. Like, bring the RSI up, bring her right back down. I don't know why my pen is like that. So weird. But we had a nice pump. We're bringing it back down. I would like to see that continue. I would like to see maybe the RSI chill for a little bit, gain some footing, maybe around the 70K mark, keep closing above it, and then move back up. Wow, that drawing was really satisfying, guys. Wow, that's mad satisfying. Okay. Anyway, we love some trading view art. That is my art for the day. I hope you guys like it. The quest for Satoshi Nakamoto is still on. And everyone keeps trying to say, who is Satoshi? This guy is Satoshi. Your mom is Satoshi. Who cares who Satoshi is? To be honest, I have my own conspiracies, which no one brings up the thoughts I have. However, that's because it's probably the truth. This is a distraction. Adam Back, great guy, OG of the OGs. But they keep saying that Adam is Satoshi. He's not. If he was, we would know it. And if anyone claims they're Satoshi, but they don't sign with Satoshi's keys, then cap. Now, Adam Back then goes and denies he's Satoshi because the New York Times, again, the New York Times is just ridiculous. They're framing him as Satoshi. Come on, bro. Let's get real. Adam Back denied claims that he's Satoshi Nakamoto after a New York Times story argued that the British cryptographer is the strongest candidate for Bitcoin's pseudonymous creator. In a post on X after it was published, she said his long record in cryptography, privacy tools, and electronic cash research explains why reporters keep finding links between his work and Bitcoin's design. I'm not Satoshi, he writes. He said he had been early in laser focus on the positive societal implications of cryptography, online privacy, and electronic cash, and that his work from about 1992 onward, including discussions on the cypherpunks mailing list, led to Hashcash, which was before Bitcoin, and other ideas later echoed in Bitcoin. Now, apparently, the New York Times reporter said there were many interesting Bitcoin analogs, early attempts to create a decentralized cash, and again, trying to tie it back to Adam. I'm gonna say he is not Satoshi. You guys are saying I'm Satoshi. Thank you. If only I was smart enough and older to be Satoshi. I mean, Bitcoin was like 2009, the white paper. No, 2008, the white paper. I was 5 years old. If I was that smart at 5 years old, holy word, I would be loaded. I would be loaded, guys. How Finney was Satoshi? I don't know. Boomdog Saint said today is Lifer's birthday. Oh, no way. Hold on, let me send him a text. Hold on, we're gonna text Sam right now live on the show. Hold on. Sam Lifer. Hey, happy birthday. Okay, there we go. All right, I sent him a text. There we go. I love sending birthday texts. All right, we do have wait, did I do my transition for breaking news headlines? I don't even remember if I did my transition. I don't think I did. Wait, am I Delulu's right now? I think I got too distracted. Guys, I'm too distracted. Breaking news headlines. Let's do it. Guys, Morgan Stanley, Trad of the Fi, is continuing to roll out Bitcoin ETFs. They had a $34 million draw on day one for the Morgan Stanley Bitcoin ETF. Are you guys buying Bitcoin ETFs? Are you participating in Bitcoin ETFs? Put a 1 or a yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. Are you investing in Bitcoin ETFs? Take a gander. Morgan Stanley's spot Bitcoin ETF began trading yesterday with solid early activity, logging more than 1.6 million shares traded and roughly $34 million in inflows, according to the bank. The fund, listed under the ticker MSBT, tracks the CoinDesk Bitcoin benchmark 4 p.m. New York settlement rate and charges a 0.14% expense ratio. It is the cheapest fund in the category, offering a clear, if narrow, pricing advantage to competitors. Now, some experts anticipate the fund to draw capital from existing products, again, meaning taking liquidity from elsewhere and putting it back into theirs. But again, that's the latest on the Morgan Stanley Bitcoin ETF. That got launched and they were late to the party, but not too late because they still want to make that money. Money is money, and they'll take it wherever they can get it. Oh, you guys are not doing the Bitcoin ETFs. Gio, it's not your birthday. Stop capping. I literally can't see. This is why this is why we beef. Guys, we have Dubai. So we got Dubai and South Korea. We're going to talk about some international news for a moment because there hasn't been much headlines, being that there is a WAR going on, and other countries are more focused on that, especially Dubai, as my voice cracks like I'm freaking 12 years old. Dubai is clarifying their token issuance rules for stablecoins, RWAs. So Dubai, in the middle of the WAR, they're still laser focused on innovation. Dubai's VARA, Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority, published detailed guidance on Thursday that clarifies how issuers should structure, disclose, and distribute virtual assets in the Emirate, sharpening rules for stables and RWAs. This interprets VARA's existing virtual asset issuance rulebook rather than creating new laws, sets out 3 distinct issuance pathways, and spells out who is responsible for what in each. You notice how Dubai is so new, the UAE is kind of new, especially Dubai is like, what, 20-something years old? So the way they're moving about things is so fast and so efficient because they're young and efficient. Do you notice the difference? That's why I wanted to show this to you guys. Although we know that their regulations are not going to be light, they're pretty heavy over in Dubai. They don't let anything slide over there. That's one thing. They got you on lock. They got you on lock. Let's also talk about South Korea today. So Dubai's got their stables, they got their RWA issuance and all their regulations that they're putting out. But South Korea has been really back and forth over crypto. Do we like crypto? Do we not? Well, the youth of South Korea definitely loves XRP. Let's put some XRP emojis in there. They love XRP in South Korea. The Gen Z over there are like XRPs. But now with South Korea is proposing a new crypto law. And I think this is very interesting. And again, it's tying back to stablecoins. And you know why? Because South Korea knows that the won, the WON, needs to stay relevant. It needs to stay relevant. And this is the way you do it. South Korea's ruling Dem Party proposed a Digital Asset Basic Act on Wednesday that published a legal framework for digital assets, including issuance, trading, custody, and supervision. Again, pretty similar to what Dubai is doing. The proposal states, hello, Jesse.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Smash the like y'all.
Yes, guys, please smash the like.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
The proposal states digital assets are emerging as a core medium connecting the real economy and financial assets. It defines value-linked digital assets, including those tied to fiat or RWAs, as a category requiring issuer authorization, refund reserves, and redemption obligations. So basically, they're trying to make it clear. But they do insist banks with 51% ownership be the only ones authorized to issue stablecoins. Again, so they don't want any independent issuers. They want the banks themselves to be involved with the stablecoin issuance, which is a CBDC light at that point, to be quite honest with you. But hopefully the people of South Korea go and figure that out real quick to make sure that they have rights to use it out of the country and all those sorts of things. I wonder if they're really going to promote that for international trade. They should. You guys are so funny. Dub Glove said, never stop grinding, you're locked in. Thank you so much. Paul said, need a good app to put some cash for it to start. Are you talking about buying crypto? Because you should go to Uphold. And especially if you guys like XRP, guys, there's an XRP freaking debit card. You're earning up to 4% back on your purchases in XRP. Like, all these XRP bros are gonna like have a conniption when they figure this out.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Can you advise why you recommend Tether over USDC?
Well, listen, like, to be honest, there's like, you'll be able to use them both. If you're in the United States, you can't even use Tether to the full extent because most exchanges do not have Tether. They only have USDC. And I think the reason why I like Tether as an organization, I should say, is because they work with three-letter agencies. They're really good about, illicit transactions. But also, I think our government is very intimidated by Tether, being that they are internationally based or not in the US, so they can't really like grapple them. But also, they hold a lot of treasuries, a lot of US, like let's say assets, US-based assets, and so they're literally at the top of the top. And they're Bitcoin miners. Like, they have their hands in so many things. I just love Tether for their audacity most of all. I think they're quite rebellious, and they're like sticking it to the man. I'm for them. I really do. I do love Tether. I love their team, the audacity they have. Plus, they are partnered with Rumble. And if you go on Rumble, we're live on Rumble right now. You could donate to us in Tether. So go ahead and go check that out. But Rumble Wallet for the win, too. I love Rumble Wallet. You can't sign up for Uphold in New York. See, this is why I moved out of New York. New York is like poo-poo. You literally can't do anything over there. But no, I do love Tether. But at the end of the day, USDC is what's most dominant in the US. Though, again, most of the liquidity in crypto, I would say, is tied to Tether in one way or another, because you have a lot of, especially internationally, all these exchanges are what? USDT pairs, like Bitcoin to USDT when you're trading. So yeah, no, I'm big. I just love the audacity of Tether, to be honest. But also USDC, I feel like they like Circle, like they have like some certain what's the best way to say this? They have like a much better treatment than other people in the space, and especially because I do believe that they're going to try to make Circle the next like CBDC in the US. So that's why I kind of like have a beef with Circle. Also, they were tied to SVB, Silicon Valley Bank. That was the first bank collapse of 2023, and then it was like a cascade after that.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're
Churros. Eyes emoji.
Churros! boost. Thank you guys. Thank you. There's 3.5 minutes left on our goal. I was like, I have a churro fund. If you guys want churros tomorrow, we're gonna get churros. Mr. Bogsky said, appreciate the breakdown and learning a lot. Well, stick around for Blockchain Academy. We're gonna do some whiteboard lessons in a little bit. You guys are funny. I actually love this freaking chat. Oh shoot.
I approve it.
Thanks, Jesse. Appreciate you, bro. Now we're gonna go and pivot back to the U.S. because the U.S. got all these problems right now. Where every country, like we just talked about, Dubai, South Korea, they're like, well, technically Dubai is not a country; it's the UAE. That's a country. Whatever. You get what I'm saying? The UAE, South Korea, and now the U.S. We're all about stable coins. Why stable coins? What are we gonna do? And the major problem is the audacity of the banks and the government, because they're like, oh, we just need to push the Clarity Act now. Why are we pushing a bill that doesn't have anything good in it? Last time I checked, hold on, it's a crypto market structure bill, not banks destroying crypto bill. Am I lost in the sauce?
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. Am I losing it? I would genuinely love to know. Like maybe.
Thank you.
Oh.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're
Churros
welcome.
on the house. Smiley face emoji.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, guys. So, what is going on now with the US Treasury? They're proposing demands that stablecoin firms be set to police bad transactions, which, again, Tether already does. Everyone already does. So, what are they crying about? What are we crying about? A firm issuing stablecoins in the US would have to have an array of new duties to head off criminals and keep government watchdogs informed about malicious actors. According to rules proposed by the DOT, the Department of Treasury, a joint proposal from the Treasury's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, and Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, outlines the deep controls that stablecoin businesses would have to be put in place, including abilities to block, freeze, and reject transactions and internal protections, to comply with the Bank Secrecy Act that governs most of the U.S. financial system. This is why, again, what I said 2 minutes ago, it makes a lot of sense, right? Because they love USDC because they got their little hands. The government's got their hands on USDC. Jeremy's Sarah CEO circles all about the gov. And so what they already have USDC on lock. But they're telling you any stablecoin issuer needs to have the block, freeze, and reject ability. Why? Because they want to control what you're doing. And if they don't like you, and again, it's even like wild at this point, because instead of the government and the 0.01%ers or whoever runs these like, crazy agendas, remember, like I'll compare it to, remember when Elon took over Twitter and he released the Twitter files, and it was like a series of both the left and the right reaching out to Twitter and Jack Dorsey and his team and saying, oh, here's a list of people we don't like. And so you should go remove their accounts, go ban them now. So that's objectively what they're doing here is like, oh, the gov is going to go over to these issuers and say, oh, this guy, they're fighting for freedom. We don't like their cause. Let's punish them. This is why we need decentralized stablecoins. Like Terra Luna messed us up. You know what? Who cares about Dogecoin? Let's make a new stablecoin that's truly decentralized, somehow liquidity locked. Like this is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous what's going on here. Absolutely ridiculous. So they're saying that this joint proposal that they have going on here is focused on effectiveness, and financial institutions are best positioned to identify and evaluate their money laundering, terrorist financing, and illicit risks. Listen, as long as they're not censoring people for no reason, they should be able to stop illicit actors, but they have to give us proof as to why they are freezing addresses. They can't just go and say, oh, we don't like you, bye. We don't like you, bye. Like, we need receipts and we need rules. We need a law of the land. If they could say, you have to have this ability to freeze everyone's assets, you have to say, on the other hand, how and why. Why? Why would they, what would be the standards for freezing somebody's money? I think that should be the most clear thing. What counts as illicit activity? Is it going to be like how the Fed was debanking crypto people because crypto was deemed controversial, but there was no definition as to what an industry has to have, what qualities an industry has to be deemed controversial. We don't need gray areas here. And this is a whole gray area. Hope that made sense to you. Hope that made sense. And so now we have the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, yapping along. I don't know how I feel about Scott. Mr. Bessent. I don't know how I feel about him.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're
Bagel.
welcome.
GTA 6. Not a marriage proposal. Hungry
Thank you.
face emoji.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Thank you for my bagels and no marriage proposal. Thank you. So now Scott Bessent is all up in a bunch and he's like, oh, we need to pass the Clarity Act. Don't put pressure on something that is bad for the industry. The banks are dying. This is what really like sets me off when it comes to Scott Bessent and this entire government. I love y'all. Thank you for what you're doing. I'm sure you're doing something good somewhere. But like, tell me why they're trying to push something that doesn't benefit the American people. If the bank's servers, the physical banks, their servers are from the 80s. Everything is old. You know what? Iran doesn't need to fire a missile at us. They could just go and hack the banking system because our technology sucks. How do I know that? Because the SEC's Twitter account didn't even have 2FA on it. Or they scammed their 2FA. And they did a false Bitcoin ETF announcement and got hacked. The SEC got hacked, which I still don't believe. But even if they want us to believe the narrative that they didn't have two-factor authentication on it, the SEC official Twitter, that's bad. So who are you to tell me what to do with my internet money? Oh, you're not allowed to earn yield. Well, tell Jamie Dimon and all these bankers to shove it, dude, because they're losing. They are losing. The banks are losing. And you know what? They're mad about it. And I don't know who's backing Scott Bessent right now because he's all yapping, oh, we got to pass the Clarity Act. Until there's actual clarity for crypto, toss it, throw it in the garbage. Just like Donnie T did to the Iran 69-point plan, throw it in the garbage. Throw Clarity Act in the garbage. Genius Act, unsign it, white out the signature from Donnie T, throw that in the garbage too. It's all garbage. Sorry, but it is. Scott Bessent has asked Congress to pass the Clarity Act without delay. Why would you do that when there is no clarity? I don't get it. The Wall Street Journal op-ed on Wednesday, Bessent says the legislation is critical for providing clear regulatory rules for digital assets, including crypto, tokenized assets, and DEXs. He warned that with global crypto market rising to $3 trillion and 1 in 6 Americans hold digital assets, the stake for U.S. leadership and financial innovation is high. So if you want to innovate, actually give yield on stable coins. Let U.S. exchanges put out 5% yield. Do you know how much money the US is going to make? Because think about it. If they promote crypto, they have you stake your stable coins, you earn yield on it. What are you going to do? You're going to move those stable coins back into the bank and use it for your trad transactions. Pay your rent with it, darn it. Until we start paying our rent with crypto, which is, we're like literally this close to that being mainstream. However, wouldn't the banks benefit if we're earning yield on our crypto? We withdraw it, we put it back in the bank. The banks are earning fees left and right with the withdrawals, the on-ramp, the off-ramp, actually just taking your money and lending it out elsewhere. Like, come on, guys. Like, it's so blatantly obvious that the banks are really dumb. Because if they really, they would literally promote stable coins because it would help them win. But no, they're too short-sighted. They can't see what's right in front of them. And it's quite embarrassing. And so now it's like the White House is being wishy-washy. Are they on our team or are they not? Well, this article is saying a White House study is bolstering the crypto community's stance on stablecoins. But is it really? Is this just more smoke and mirrors? The answer is yes. If you guys are commenting on TikTok, please go to YouTube, youtube.com/missteencrypto so I can see your comments, please. Now, a White House report released yesterday directly challenges the banking industry's claims that stable yields would drain deposits and weaken lending to households and small businesses. Instead, banning those stable rewards would only have a negligible impact on credit creation, the analysis released by the Council of Economic Advisors. Oh, wow, they're actually being smart today. The White House economist behind the 21-page report said their findings are based on a stylized economic model calibrated with the Federal Reserve and FDIC data on deposits, lending and banking liquidity, as well as industry disclosures on stable reserves and academic estimates of how consumers shift funds between assets. This specifically analyzes the Genius Act, which we should throw out, that also warns that proposed updates to the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act to further restrict yield-like rewards from intermediaries like Coinbase could be counterproductive. Thank you. So they're basically saying, oh, if we tell Coinbase they can't give yield, that's bad. Duh. Duh. So it still does not protect much. That's what I'll say. It is just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Hello, Randi A. So nice to see you. It's been a while since you've been in the stream. KD said banks are too worried about losing their ATM fees and overdraft fees. Exactly, because they want to make you poor for being more poor. They want to make you more poor for being poor. That's what I meant. Because if you have a list of $500 and certain banks are like, oh, you're too poor, let's just fine you more money for not having enough money. Like, what in the freaking world is that? Like, this whole system is so backwards. It stresses me out. Stresses me out. I'm going to start getting grays at an early age because of the banks. They're aging me. Sorry, it's true. The banks are aging me, guys. I might start wrinkling. I might get a gray hair or something because I might end up looking like Jamie Dimon in his gray hair. So embarrassing. What's even more embarrassing is that we just keep struggling. We're struggling as a society because we're not finding the truth. And you know where the truth is, it's up above. And a certain book, that is the book of truth. However, we don't know the truth about what's going on in Iran. Are we good? Are we not? Are we okay? Are we not? I've been doing a lot of oil updates, so we got news. Rumor has it is that Iran is using crypto. Spotlight starts now. That's what my brain sounded like yesterday when the reports came out and I had to triple check with AI and all these things. Is Iran actually accepting crypto for toll payments at the Strait of Hormuz? Oh, darn. I heard it's true. And this is what I wanted to cover for you today. We're going to dive into this article first. I'm going to give you the lowdown. Here we go. So, it's no surprise that Iran is now accepting crypto payments from cargo ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz. Experts in blockchain criminality say this move perfectly fits with their existing sanctions skirting trade networks. Iran's crypto tolls have now been confirmed via recent comments from a spokesperson for Iran's oil, gas, and petrochemical products exports union, who said Bitcoin is being accepted as a payment method. Previous reports suggest that stables were being accepted to allow a select few oil tankers to pass unharmed. Both reports said the fee was $1 per barrel of oil, with the largest tankers carrying up to 2 million barrels. The formalization of a system of shipping toll payments was made using Bitcoin and USD pegged stables, appearing to be an audacious move. Oh yeah, it is. And however, the Iranian regime, and more specifically the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, which is the IRGC, has been increasingly using crypto over the last few years to facilitate cross-border commercial trade, especially with Iranian oil states. Now, again, let's go back to reality here. What have I been telling you for the past 2-3 years on this podcast? The move of de-dollarization by BRICS. And I told you guys years ago, but nobody likes to listen to me. Nobody likes to listen to me except for you. You know who you are. That the move of de-dollarization by BRICS has been long thought out. To the point where China has a digital yuan, one for their mainland people to keep them in control, and then one for their international trade. So last week, everyone was talking about the stablecoins, USD peg stablecoins, and the digital yuan used to trade oil. So these BRICS nations are doing something called de-dollarization. They're like, oh, you know what? We'll use the yuan, stables for now, until, again, Tether or USDC goes and freezes their assets because they'll be deemed criminals by the three-letter agencies. And what happens next? They need Bitcoin. But here's the thing. This is where Iran knows They're not stupid, and they're playing games in front of our face. Because Bitcoin, again, for anyone that's new, it is a transparent, decentralized cryptocurrency, meaning that it's not tied to a government. Not one person can shut it down. No one can be censored. But every transaction is broadcasted on the blockchain, which is an open book. Anyone could go and look at these blockchains. Anyone could go and look at these transactions that were put out. So Iran knows, we could see how much money is going in, how much money is going out, and they're playing us in front of our face because they know they could just sit and be like, look how much money we're making, and you can't stop us. You can't stop us. That's what Iran's doing to us right now. And so the move of de-dollarization is here. The collapse of the dollar is already starting. We've been knew this. And so what happens now? We're edging towards a Bitcoin standard because obviously the rest of the world doesn't like the dollar. They don't like the US. We certainly cannot be using the digital yuan as the most dominant currency of the world because China is China. Like, we're not doing that. So what is every country going to do? Go to a middle ground, something that's not tied to everybody. Bitcoin. There's going to be a major Bitcoin standard revolution that comes across the world. So Iran's playing us in front of our face because they're making money and they're showing us how much they're making while they're doing it. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So I'm letting you know, I'm waving the flag. I'm waving the flag. This is the beginning of a Bitcoin standard, baby. This is the beginning of the Bitcoin standard. So if you guys have not smashed a like if you agree, I need Bitcoin and rocket emojis in the chat if you agree with what I'm talking about, because this is such major news that people are not clocking it right now. They're not clocking it. And as we're seeing all of this, we have the entire world going on chain. All these banks, all these people are going on chain. Get ready, guys. It's going to get so real so fast. $3 trillion market cap is going to be lit. It's going to be a drop in the bucket. It's a drop in the bucket, especially when X Money comes out and integrates crypto. Boy, oh boy, get ready, buckle up, gang. We're going to the moon. Again, 1 Bitcoin is equal to 1 Bitcoin. The same dollar is not the same as it was 20 years ago. The mass awakening is happening, guys. Mass awakening is happening. So that was your spotlight for the day. We're going to quickly go into coins to watch because I want to let you know about a new ETF coming out. Let's do this. Gainers, we have Siren, Just, Canton, BitGet, and DexE. Oh, actually, not even. And then losers, we got Layer 0, Zcash, Monad, and Stellar are your top losers. And then we got Pepe, Canary Capital, submitted for a US-based Pepe ETF, guys. Asset management firm Canary Capital is looking to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF, a spot Pepe ETF, sorry. And on Wednesday, they filed a Form S1 for the Canary Pepe ETF with the SEC. The ETF would track the performance of Pepe with all the trusts Pepe held by a custodian. And they may hold up to 5% of their assets in ETH just to pay gas fees, according to the news. And with this, we do have our Pepe chart. Let me go pull that up for you. Where is my Pepe chart? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, where's my Pepe? Where's my Pepe? Okay, there we go. All right, we're at like 1,000,345 right now. We're down 2.5%. We're looking to push what? That 385? And then bearish, we're looking at maybe this wick low. Where is this? A 282? Just about? Interesting. Pepe's not even moving when there could be a literal Pepe ETF. My oven... Oh, guys, my oven is just on. Like, she's ready for the bagel. She's ready for the bagel. But we're going to do Blockchain Academy. And you know what? I'll put the bagel in the oven and then do Blockchain Academy. Hold on. I got to get my whiteboard ready. Okay. Give me a second. Let me put this bagel in the oven.
Randi Hipper. I'm a Bitcoin bestie.
Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable, decentralized, no censorship, a hard cap supply. It's open source, we classified, blockchain pure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounce a lot like this new jam. Bitcoin dipped and we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
It's great for those who just DC.
Blockchain Academy starts now, babe. Why, hello, everybody. Professor Randi is in town. Welcome to Blockchain Academy. Today, we're going to tell you what is a coin versus a token. Guys, this is the most important thing because a lot of people get confused. They're like, what is a coin versus a token? So we're going to cover what a coin is. We're going to do a coin first. So a coin. So like we have Bitcoin as an example. Bitcoin is a coin. We have Ethereum, Litecoin. What else is cool? Dogecoin. Those are our top, let's say. So we have our coins. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Dogecoin. These are all coins. And so why are they a coin? Because they have their own native blockchain. Native blockchain. Don't worry, I'll get to tokens in just a second. Be patient with me. We're doing this live. Okay, because we have our own native blockchain. And so this is how I would draw it out. So we have Bitcoin. This is the blockchain. Look at my blockchain. This is blocks on chains. And Bitcoin is the native token of this blockchain, right? So it is a coin because it has its own blockchain. You pay the fees in Bitcoin, right? You pay gas in that token or that coin or that coin. So you pay your gas in that coin. Has its own native blockchain. You pay gas in that coin. However, let's do the flip side. What is a token? What is a token? It is, unlike Bitcoin, ETH, Litecoin, Dogecoin, it does not have its own native blockchain. It's built on top, or yeah, basically built on top of another blockchain. There you go. So a token is built on top of another chain. Now this, like, what are your favorite tokens? As you guys are telling me your thoughts, what is your favorite token? Great question on TikTok. Thank you. Is Pepe a token? Absolutely. What are your favorite tokens? We got Pepe. We got, what else? What are your favorite tokens? What are your favorite tokens? I would like to see Pepe is a token. We have SHIB is a token. What else? What are your favorite tokens? I want to know what's your favorite token, right? So we got Pepe, we got SHIB, and the reason is because it does not have its own native blockchain. Like Bitcoin has the Bitcoin blockchain, Ethereum has its own blockchain, Litecoin has its own blockchain, Dogecoin has its own blockchain. And everyone says that Dogecoin is a meme coin. It actually is because it's a coin and has its own blockchain. However, SHIB is not because it does not have its own native blockchain. And so, for example, Pepe and SHIB, they're built on ETH. So right here, you would have the blockchain where you pay in Ethereum, but built on top of it is SHIB. Pepe. And you pay your gas in ETH. So that's why ETH is a coin because it's on its own blockchain, and SHIB and Pepe are built on top of Ethereum. Thus, they are tokens. Is this good? Chill Guy, that's a token. What are your favorite tokens? What are your favorite tokens? There you go. I want to see your favorite tokens. I want to see Pengu. Pengu's a good one. If I could, where's my eraser? Yes, Pengu is a token. Pengu. So But aren't coins built on the network, or is that tokens? Tokens are built on top of a network, right? So ETH has its own blockchain. This is the Ethereum blockchain, and you are paying your gas fees in ETH, right? Just right here. A coin, native blockchain, you pay your gas in that token. So Bitcoin has its own blockchain, so you pay your gas fees in Bitcoin. Ethereum has its own blockchain, so you pay your gas fees in ETH. Again, you carry that over here where you could trade SHIB, you could trade Pepe, you could trade Baby Doge, I see that, Pengu. You could trade all these things, but they're built on top of ETH and you pay ETH gas fees. Does this make sense to you guys? So if you're paying the gas token is, the gas coin is a coin. Because again, that's its own native blockchain. You're not, just like, you know, if you have Bitcoin, you're not paying gas fees in Ethereum. That's not how it works. So there you go. ETH gas fees are expensive, and we could get into proof of work versus proof of stake another day. But this is your blockchain academy, guys. Did you learn? Did you guys learn? Paco said learn something new today. Did you guys learn? Was this good for you guys? Was this a good explanation? I want to know, was this actually good? Mr. Botsky said that makes sense now. Did you guys learn something? Tell me. Yes, exactly. Meme coins are not coins, they're tokens. That's why it irks my soul when they call them meme coins, because they're not. The only real meme coin, what is the only real meme coin? As I go get my bagel, tell me, what is a meme coin? What is a meme coin and what is a meme token? Give me, what am I referring to? What is a meme coin?
Randi Hipper. I'm a Bitcoin bestie.
Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. You guys are so good. See, you guys are getting it. You said a meme coin is Dogecoin. Why is Dogecoin a real meme coin? Because it has its own native blockchain. But tokens, meme tokens, are like SHIB, Pepe, and Pengu because they're built on top of an existing blockchain. Now, again, it could also go back to NFTs. NFTs, that's a really good point. Why do they call... Hold on, I need some space here. Where can I get some space? Beep, 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 beep. Let's actually talk about this. Why, as my bagel cools off, NFTs is a non-fungible what? Token. It's a non-fungible token. NFTs are non-fungible, and they're a token. Why? Because you don't pay gas fees in NFTs. Why? Because they're tokens, and non-fungible tokens, they're built on top of another blockchain, like NFTs on ETH, NFTs on Wax, whatever it was. So hope this was helpful for you. No audio. Wait, what? What? That's so weird because I never muted. Interesting. See, they're trying to not let you learn. Guys, can I get a sound check? Can I get a sound check, please? Can I get a sound check?
The sound check, baby, it's a sound check. I'm gonna check this sweet mic. Why don't you check yourself?
So there you go. Tokens versus a coin. Was this good? Did you guys like this? I hope you guys liked it. So that was your Blockchain Academy of the day.
Oh, baby.
and I will wipe down this board later. We do have our bagels, guys, before we head out today. I am rating you guys into Crypto Princess, but we do have... Let me just get things out of the way. Okay, so we have our bagel. We have our scallion cream cheese because I just wanted this. This I was craving so freaking bad. And I ordered them yesterday and I forgot to bring them on the pod. But now I have this bagel hot out of the oven. Do you guys see that? Do you see the steam? Do you guys see the steam? Whoa. I don't know if you can see it on TikTok. But YouTube definitely saw that. Wow. Woo. Wow, this is hot. Oh, I love it. Okay. We're gonna rip. We're gonna rip. I never raid them into Crypto Geo. You never raid your freaking Nexus nerds in here. Get out of here. I'm not listening to Geo. I cannot. We're banning him today. Anyway. Guys, look. We have our cream cheese. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, it's a Lord Meeks on TikTok. Oh my god, bro, I've missed you. How are you? Ooh. I dropped it. Oh, LOL. Okay, that's good. Guys, we did so good today. Am I lagging? I'm lagging? I don't know. There must be something going on with the interwebs. Those are not good macros. Geo, freaking shove it. Shove it. See, I'm not talking to him. I'm gonna have to ban myself from talking to Geo because he gets me freaking lit. He gets me lit. Anyway, guys. How are the workouts going? Actually, really good, Tony. Thank you for asking nicely. We have let the girl enjoy her bagels. Thank you, Vic. Vic, see, thank you. Vic's not shaming me for my macros. I actually went to a Pilates class on Monday that ripped me to shreds. I was shaking walking out of there. Like, I could not even move. And then, what was yesterday? So then Tuesday I was chilling. Yesterday was Wednesday. I went to another hot, Pilates class that was a mat and not the reformer. Oh my God, I was burning. I was burning in that class yesterday. I walked out of there sweating. I was dying. And then today I'm going to hit the gym again, probably do more of a core day because yesterday I did a lot of arms. Like, my arms and my back is so sore. My legs are okay. I might do a core and leg day today. We're going to see what my vibe is in a little bit, but yeah. And I do notice when I eat a bagel or a light little carb before I go and work out, it honestly helps me so much. Oh my God, forget macros, you need macaroons. You know, I actually tried a macaroon for the first time when I was in Dubai. I literally, I didn't know how good macaroons were. And I feel like I missed out on everything my whole life. I tried the best chocolate macaroon of my life. Well, it was really the only macaroon I ever tried in Dubai. Oh, actually, it wasn't even Dubai, it was Abu Dhabi. Woo! Shout out to the freaking macaroons. I understand the hype around macaroons. I really do. I get it. Was that what I cooked yesterday? No, yesterday I made, it's technically called a maple soy glazed chicken. No, a soy maple glazed chicken. But I sub out the maple for this amber agave. It's like a syrup alternative, like a maple alternative. It's supposed to be more healthy and more organic or whatever, but it actually makes it lighter and nice. But the chicken was fantastic. It was great. That literally has a chokehold on me. But what at Bitcoin conference, how late can things go? Usually at Bitcoin conference, I would say the earliest talks are at 9 a.m. and the latest they would go, probably the last set of panels are at 5 p.m., maybe earlier than that, or the latest panels, or maybe the last panel you would see is at 5, if that. So it's really a 9 to 5 type thing. And it's really whatever you want. I never adhere to a schedule when I go to Bitcoin conference. I'm more so just walking around doing whatever I want and whatever feels good to my heart. So, Yeah. And then there's, of course, like after parties, you'll see them online. People will be like, let's go to dinner. It's kind of like, you know, you do your 9 to 5 at the conference, if that, and then you go and do whatever you want later on and meet up with your friends, go get a burger or something. But that's pretty much the gist of Bitcoin conference. The first day, the 27th, is more for like media and people setting up their booths. And then the second and third day are really where everything pops off. So the first day is like meh. The second and third day is really where, like the second day, I would say is the hottest day. By the third day, everyone's tired. And probably by then I'll lose my voice.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Boo Man.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're
Just a
welcome.
quick hello. Gotta go.
Boo Man, hello, bye. Nice to see you. Thank you. It's an all day thing. Yes, it is. It's 100% an all day thing. But it's like, it's you choose it. It's not like if you don't show up at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. that they're gonna be like, oh, the attendance. No, it's not school. Like you can do whatever you want. Oh gosh, we're getting some crazy comments on TikTok. Am I broadcasting? So because it's going to be 3 hours behind, my goal would be to like put something up by 9:45 a.m. every day, or like a vlog. Maybe it's like I might go live, but I might just do pre-recorded Daily Zest and post them midday, because it's really hard to get to the conference early and then set up a stream and do all that. So if anything, it might be mobile streams. But yeah, I'll figure it out. I sometimes do go live. If the Wi-Fi is good enough, I will go live from Bitcoin conference. You know I would. You know I would. I've done this all the time. With the GA ticket, you only have access to Tuesday and Wednesday. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like Tuesday is going to be the hot day. So be there all day Tuesday. Wednesday, people get a little bit tired by then. But yeah, I'll be there all 3 days anyway. Thank you guys for being here. And blessing me with your time and your energy and your love. I appreciate you guys. Tomorrow is Friday. And because you guys gave me like $1 million today, I'm going to go get churros in the morning for you. Hopefully it's not pouring rain. The other day I want to go get it, but it was pouring, and your girl does not like to drive in the rain. Okay. Am I saying for XRP Vegas? I'll technically be in town, but I'm not going to XRP conference, but like I'll be around. If Brad G hits me up, like I'll pop out to XRP conference. Don't test me out here. I probably would. But yeah, we're going to pop off, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Go to Vegas. Meet me in Vegas. I'll be in Vegas. And there might be a major announcement coming out today. A major announcement. Like that announcement I've been telling you guys about, it might come out today or tomorrow. If it doesn't come out today or tomorrow, I might get feisty. I'm just kidding. But I'm just so excited for it. Today or tomorrow, you're going to see a major announcement. Major. Let's do it. Have a beautiful day, guys. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in Vegas and maybe other places. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.